Hey, welcome everyone. Um, Happy Friday, everyone. So, what's going on today? It's nice and sunny here in Ontario, and yeah, we're gonna talk about some comics. I know I got some friends that are afraid of comics. As soon as I mention comic books, they, oh, I don't understand. I got to go out. Uh, and he's actually said that to me too. So, um, well, if you want to talk about something else than comics, my friend, just put it in the chats and we can chat it up. Talk about movies. They are comic book related, some of them. So, yeah. Anything you want to chat about, just go into the chat here and say your piece. So, yeah, it's a nice day out. Pretty hot. I think it's about 30, 31 degrees. So I'm going to check into some stuff here for what's going on in movies. I don't see anything. Well, there isn't any really movies coming out because of the lockdown. So there isn't any out there. There's some stuff here about fan art gives Godzilla 2000 a nightmarish shin upgrade. Concept art by Unquestionable Koigi fan gives Godzilla a surreal makeover combining the two of the King of Monsters' most celebrated and recent variations. 3D creature designer and digital artist Pope, okay, I guess that's how I pronounce his name, rendered a remarkable and scary hybrid of the best part of Shin Godzilla and the early 2000s Millennium series Gorora. I'm not even sure if I said that right. He finished his finished work up in a gallery in his Instagram, but you can see here below. Pope wrote in his Instagram post, final ZBrush model and renders of Mutant Shin Commission. This version of Shinji depicts further mutations that include the blending of some G2K features. In a passive way, it does look like it's a further evolution of the mutant Shingorar, where the arms and hands are fully developed, where the head takes a new form. The color scheme is definitely for the Shin version, but the head, arms, and dorsal plates resemble Godzilla suits of the Millennium series that lasted from 1999 to 2004. Dope Pope's direct inspiration was Mirakoshi, a suit used in both Godzilla 2000 and Godzilla vs. Megasaurus. I think that's how you pronounce it. In the Millennium era, the new Century series, Toho had the laboring task of recovering the ball dropped by Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich failed 1998 and reimagined every movie from the period. Curiously, was rebooted except for Godzilla Tokyo SOS 2003, which was a sequel to Godzilla against Mega Godzilla 2002. In 2004, 12 years after the final wars, Toho would go on to Attack on Titan, director Shin Husashi, and Neon Genesis Evangelion writer Hideki Eno to make Godzilla relevant again. And so came the radical spin on an old favorite, Shin Godzilla. Released in the summer of 2006, Shin soon became the highest-grossing Japanese Godzilla film. It won a Best Picture at Japan's Academy Awards. Looking at his work, Dope Pope is very pathetic with his digital sculpts. As of late, he done designs of Gamera, Agrusis. Sorry, I'm having a really hard time with these names. Barkunan, and the Final Wars Monster X. Be sure to tell us what you think of his Shin 2000 Below. That's interesting. I like Godzilla, so Godzilla, King of the Monsters. How many people are fans of Godzilla? Especially the Japanese versions. Used to watch them years ago when I was on when they used to be on TV back in the 70s. Black and white, and everybody screaming, Godzilla, Godzilla! So. And then the Marvel Comics came out with Godzilla. I followed that right to the beginning to the end because it was a big back at the time. I was a big Godzilla fan. And watched him quite a bit. Had a CB, and I had to get a license, so I had to have a call name. So I would call myself the Cambridge Godzilla, and then eventually moved to Newfoundland, and I became the Newfoundland Godzilla. Had a bunch of postcards made up. I still got plenty of them. I think I had 500 printed up. When you look at 500 cards being printed up, you think, well, that's not very many, but you don't hand too many out. You still have lots after 30 or so many years, But yeah, so yeah, Godzilla is a big one for me. Has anybody backed any Kickstarters or Indiegogos or anything like that? Put them in the comments. And let me know what kind of books are you waiting for. I've got some books that I ordered off Kickstarter. It's got to be at least 3 or 4 years ago. They still haven't come in yet. What's the name of the book? I know it's a science fiction book. Hex Drex or something like that. Still waiting on that. I got the PDF about a year ago or so. Still waiting on the prints. So I'm hoping I'll get them soon. You drop some money on some stuff for Kickstarters and stuff. You hope that they show up. I've got some books coming from Van Sciver, or Ethan Van Sciver. I think that one's not coming out to January of next year anyway. So, can I check here and see what else is new? I can give you some reviews of some comic books I've read just recently. I've been reading. I don't have the books here with me, but I've been reading some DC books. Been reading The Flash. Story was okay. The artwork, it seems like everybody's changing, and it's like the same with Superman. And to pick up an issue of Superman, it's still Ben Dennis writing it. They have John Romita Jr. drawing it for a little bit, and then they've got McGinnis drawing it for a while. They got some unknown people. I would like to see a regular art team stay on for long term instead of 1 or 2 issues, maybe 3 issues, and then go. Stay for a good year. That's usually what I like about comic books. Like George Perez and Marv Wolfman, on Teen Titans for all those years. Those books were outselling the X-Men at the time. I don't see a lot of stuff lately in the news. So anybody's got any books out there they've read, want to comment about, talk about, put it in the comments here. I want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts of what are you reading, what books you read this week. Did you like them? Let's get a discussion here. Let's get a flaming war going on here. And you post up some about a top subject and people lose their minds. So yeah, go ahead and post something up if you like. We can chat about it. Don't fill up the chat thing here. So. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if everybody's let's see. Well, yeah, about Tom King. There's a lot of things going on the internet about him. I've never read any of his stuff. I stayed away from mostly mainstream. I stayed away from Batman for quite a long time. I haven't read any of that. Superman, I just went back late the last couple of years because they give him back his trunks. So I kind of like that. I was quite happy with that. There was some stuff about Lucas. There's supposed to be a Lucas cut or something. I was mentioning it earlier today. For the they're supposed to do some kind of a time travel thing or something to change events of the last 3 movies. They can't redo the last 3 movies. They lost Carrie Fisher, and Harrison. He doesn't want to do it anymore. And I'm not even sure that Mark Hamill wants to do it anymore. After the treatment he got in Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, I'm pretty sure he's done. I'm pretty sure he's done with Luke Skywalker. He probably would have went back if Luke Skywalker. It was a continuation from the Return of the Jedi. But I can't see them. I can't see them doing anything to the Star Wars movies. Like, I think the time travel thing is stupid. Just to reset everything, because Star Wars for me doesn't seem to have talked about time travel. The only time travel that was in it was Yoda could see the future, could see the possible outcomes of the future. That's the only time travel that was in the Star Wars original trilogy. That's not really time travel. That's just seeing possible outcome, like Doctor Strange did in Infinity War. He was able to see a bunch of possibilities. So what do you think? I've heard of George Lucas had written some stuff for the Rise of Skywalker, and I don't think they used any of his stuff. Now, has anybody seen the Umbrella Academy yet? I haven't had a chance to look at it yet today. I've been busy running around and doing some stuff. So anybody seen it? Let me know what you thought of it. Is it any good? Don't give any spoilers away. Just, mention what you thought of it. Was it better than the first season, or was it better than? Is this one an improvement, or is it the same? So I'm not going to probably stay on the line too long. Probably another 15 more minutes, and then I'm going off. I have to work on a Indiegogo tomorrow. Hopefully I'm going to have it. I don't think I'm going to have it launched quite yet. I still got some stuff to fix up. I got a video to put together for it. It's already started on Indiegogo, so I've already got it being built. I just have to put in the graphics, the text, and then we're ready to launch. I'm not going to do I'm not going to launch it right away. It's going to be kind of you can sign up for the newsletter and check the video out. I'll have it put on YouTube, and I'll leave the link over in Facebook. So somebody wants to check it out, and then they can sign up for the newsletter. I'm going to be giving away a Max Burger trading card. So that will be offered. I'm going to have maybe some tiers if we get up to if we get to a certain amount. I'll color the whole book. I really like to leave it black and white. I think on a noir book, but I can offer two, black and white and a color version. And there'll be an ash can that will be available. And anything else that anybody would like to have in there could let me know. So if you want to know anything about Max Burger, let me know in the comments. If you haven't heard of the character, he's basically like a Humphrey Bogart kind of character, and the Maltese Falcon, and any of the detective movies that Humphrey Bogart has done. It's in that way, but it's a mutant hamburger private investigator. So I intended it to be kind of when I did the book, it was black and white. So everything was all the comic books back in the time when I was doing it were all in black and white. We didn't do it. I don't think we did a lot of it because it was cheaper, a little bit cheaper, but it was just easy straight from the once we finish the ink and stuff like that and get it printed. And that's why it went that way. So, let's see what's going on in television world here. Yeah, I don't see a lot of... I'm not into The Witcher. Anybody into The Witcher? That's a game, isn't it? I think I might have seen the first episode, but I couldn't really get into it. Here's some interesting stuff here. Star Trek Picard producers Alex Kurtzman and Heather Kadin addressed toxic fandom. Star Trek Picard exclusive producers Alex Kurtzman and Heather Kadin's thoughts on toxic fandom were recently revealed in a brand new interview. Space.com Scott Soden recently published an interview that he conducted with the exclusive producers back in January during the series premiere for Star Trek Picard. At the beginning of the interview, Kendon makes it clear that they do listen to fan feedback. We always read fan feedback, and I think it's invaluable. She would continue. I think to read feedback, and obviously, if one person has a specific reaction to one thing, yes, that's one person's opinion, and it's point taken. But I think there's a lot of value in seeing a group of fans react to decisions we made in a positive or a negative way, because I think ultimately there's people who have been fans of the show for 50 years and who feel an ownership of the show beyond what we are doing with it, she added. She so I think not to listen to those reactions and listen to those criticism, positive, negative, would be doing our own selves disservice. Kurtzman would also add his thoughts. Fans have kept Star Trek alive for 50 years. Their voice has actually been the most persuasive of all, and I think it truly belongs to them. He continues saying, it's just not lip service. We really do pay attention to what they say, and we end up either attacking down certain directions based on that input. But I think hearing criticism is part of the conversation. If you're a fan, there's always going to be a debate about Star Trek. I think generally Star Trek fans are a really good bunch. As either or not, he believes Star Trek fans are toxic. Kurtzman stated, I don't perceive them as toxic. Actually, I think there's a difference between debate and toxicity. Debate is essential. My feeling is that you're a 50-50 split. If you're doing it well, it's when you're at 90-10, you're in trouble. He stated, so generally my feelings is that we listen, we try and incorporate what they have to say. And we're writing as fans ourselves. So it would be foolish for us not to do that. Kurtzman and Kendon comments are quite a bit different from Picard actors Jonathan Frakes. Back in April, Frakes claimed that Star Trek's critics will watch Picard just to make sure they hate it, he stated. But they'll watch it. They are watching to make sure they hate it. It's hard to believe that Kurtzman and Kadin's comments are genuine, given CBS All Access recent handling of their Star Trek Lower Deck trailer. CBS All Access turned off comments on the first trailer and moved the counter from the like and dislike ratio. Not only did they attempt to remove critics from the trailer by turning off comments, they began blocking YouTubers for commenting on the trailer. Star Trek Picard also had a pretty big viewership drop from its first episode to the final one. According to Numis, the first episode debuted with 1.851 million viewers in Canada. By the final episode, viewership had dropped to 1.382 million viewers. That's over 25% of the audience dropped off in just 10 episodes. Not only is it an over 25 decrease in viewership, but almost a 500,000 total drop. That's quite a few people who turned out of Star Trek Picard. I'd be interested to see if Kurtzman and Kadin lives up to their words, or is it just lip service? What's your take on both Kurtzman and Kadin's take on the fandom? Are they open as they claiming, or this is an example of lip service? Anybody like that show? I watched an episode of that, and I couldn't watch it. It just It wasn't my Star Trek. Yeah, Star Trek. I think it's a lost cause. I'm not. I don't watch any. I don't watch any new Star Trek stuff anymore. That Lower Decks. I'm not definitely watching that. Picard was just. It was for me. It was. That's my opinion. Um, I just didn't like it. I like the Mandalorian. I just didn't like Picard. Um, and I didn't like the other Star Trek that they had out. Um, Star Trek: The Next Generation for me was the best Star Trek that was out there, and I liked Enterprise. I liked Deep Space Nine. Voyager was, every. I always find every show has to get its footing. Um, but by this, nowadays it's usually by the second or third episode. That's usually when it gets bad. If it's or it gets good. But if it's bad, it continues to be bad even past that. It's not a show to watch. So what are your opinions on it? Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be doing a season two because by the time we get out of this lockdown and stuff like that, um, who knows what's going to be going on with Patrick Stewart. So I don't see anything stuff new in here. I'm probably going to end the stream. Um, um, Unless there's somebody who wants to talk to me, just comment. Just comment if you're watching on Facebook and you're seeing it. The link here in Facebook. Just put a comment in there. I'll see it. It'll come right into my live stream here. So don't be afraid to say hi. I'm here. Um, discuss some with me if you like. Let's talk about Star Trek. Just disagree or agree or disagree with Star Trek. Comic books. Just let me know what you want to do because I'll stay on for a little bit longer. Ask me about Max Burger if you like. Now, what do you think of CBS blocking that Star Wars girl, Star Trek, Lower Decks reaction and review? Because they went and blocked her from doing a review on Lower Decks, Star Trek Lower Decks. Has anybody seen that? I've seen the clip. I play it on here. I'm in Firefox, so I can't share my screen. So I saw it. The animation was, I guess, okay. I didn't think the jokes were funny. I might have to watch an episode when it airs and see what it's like. Yeah, and we got some stuff coming up here. Let me see here. Let me bring up some stuff here. I'm going to show you some stuff that I don't know if any, if you're on my Facebook, you've definitely seen some of my stuff here. So, I'm going to see if I can bring in some pages. Let's see. All right, there we go. No, it's not going to allow me to do that. Yeah, I'm trying to get this closed down. It only seems to work when I have some here. Yeah, I'm trying to share some of my artwork with me, but with you, but I can't do that right now. Yeah, I want to show you some stuff that Max Burger's coming down. Yeah, we got. We're gonna try to get the Indiegogo going soon. I was planning for tomorrow, but it doesn't look like it's going to be tomorrow. It might be Sunday that I launch it. Well, at least the newsletter. You get a free card with it by getting the newsletter. And yeah. Anyway, people, I am going to head off. I've chat my ear off too much here. I have nothing else to talk about. Talked about everything this week. I'm not going to repeat stuff again. So everybody have a good weekend. We'll see you back on Monday, unless I decide to do one on the weekend. All right, take care. Bye-bye.